Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're doing something a little different. We're cracking open the architectural blueprint of what is arguably one of the world's most misunderstood fraternities. We're going straight to the source material to uncover how this ancient system actually claims to build better individuals and ultimately much better communities. So let's get right into it. Okay, so public perception. It often whispers of global conspiracies, immense wealth, or shadowy power grabs, right? Well, the source material tells a radically different story. As it turns out, the actual foundation of this ancient moral compass isn't secrecy at all. It's rooted entirely in virtue, wisdom, and compassion. To really grasp this blueprint, we'll examine it step by step. First, the true foundation. Second, the mortar of brotherly love. Third, the action of charity. Fourth, perfecting the self. And finally, its modern impact. Section 1. The true foundation, beyond the symbols and rituals. The texts define it perfectly as a system of moral and spiritual philosophy designed to help individuals become better human beings. Now, this isn't just a modern social club. Over centuries, these teachings literally evolved from the practical guilds of medieval stonemasons into a highly structured system of ethical philosophy. It's a practical framework meant to shape how members think, act, and contribute to society. Section 2. The mortar, brotherly love, the great equalizer. So, an absolutely crucial point here is understanding exactly what they mean by this term. Brotherly love is defined as treating one another with kindness, respect, compassion, and understanding, regardless of social status, race, religion, nationality, or background. Inside the lodge, all men meet as absolute equals. Literally, worldly titles and immense wealth simply fade away at the door. Character and actions are what actually matter. This means brotherhood here isn't just some symbolic gesture. The source material outlines really clear, practical outcomes. When lived daily, this principle actively replaces hatred with profound cooperation. It swaps out division for unity. It creates a lifelong, trusted family based on the deep belief that humanity is entirely interconnected. Section 3. The action. Charity. Practical relief in communities. Now, this brings us to a really holistic moral responsibility. Charity here has evolved way beyond historical almsgiving. Today, financial relief translates to millions of dollars poured into local children's hospitals, community grants, and rapid disaster relief. But, and this is huge, equally important is the emotional relief. We're talking boots-on-the-ground community service, elder care, and those quiet acts of compassion for a neighbor going through a personal crisis. The guiding philosophy is crystal clear on this. True greatness is measured not by wealth or status, but by one's willingness to help humanity. Charity is never viewed as an act of superiority. Instead, it is an absolute, non-negotiable responsibility to uplift your local community. Section 4. The stone. Perfecting the self, the rough ashlar concept. Okay, I love this analogy. Freemasonry teaches that every single human being starts as a rough ashlar. That's an unpolished, unfinished stone representing the imperfect self. The core philosophy openly acknowledges our flaws, but it insists on our immense capacity for refinement through discipline and virtue. It's like a giant puzzle piece that you have to continually smooth out yourself. This isn't just a wish list of good intentions, it's a real procedural journey. It involves systematically chipping away at your weaknesses. You move through personal growth, emotional maturity, spiritual development, and intellectual refinement. Ultimately, the whole shebang leads to the mastery of the self. The pursuit of truth really requires rejecting deception in favor of constant self-reflection. And that transformation is beautifully captured in this quote. True success is measured not only by external achievements, but by inner transformation. In this system, integrity means doing what's right even when absolutely nobody is watching. Your reputation is built purely by the consistency of your ethics and your daily actions. Section 5. The finished building. Modern impact. Why these values matter today. Now, you might be asking yourself right about now, how does a centuries-old philosophy apply to my life today? What is the practical, modern impact of all this talk about rough stones and brotherly love? Well, when we lay out the deep struggles of our modern world, things like immense division, materialism, profound isolation, the connection to these core principles is actually striking. The timeless solutions offered by this blueprint, brotherhood, charity, tolerance, and integrity, they emerge as a direct antidote to the moral confusion of our era. It all boils down to one profound realization. A better society is built by better human beings. By peacefully gathering men of completely different political views and religions, the fraternity proves that focusing on our shared humanity actually works. It results in thriving local communities with better funded schools, supported local charities, and neighborhoods anchored by individuals who are actively striving for moral excellence. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a really powerful thought from the source texts. Before building the world around us, we must first build ourselves. So, looking at this architectural blueprint of character, ask yourself, what kind of foundation are you building for yourself today?